You're taking a relaxing walk through the African savanna, just enjoying the view when suddenly you hear a growl on one side, and on the other, a sound that can only be described as pure chaos in fur form. You turn your head, and there it is, a sleek, golden-spotted leopard, and a stocky little honey badger, glaring like it's ready to take on the entire world. One of them is a stealthy 200-pound killing machine. The other is a 30-pound troublemaker with the attitude of a heavyweight champion. So here's the million-dollar question. If these two went toe-to-toe in a fight, who's walking away? And spoiler alert, the answer is way more surprising than you think. If you're fascinated by wildlife battles like this and want to see nature's most fearless moments, make sure you hit that subscribe button to join the super stubborn animal family. And hey, stick around until the end of this video, because one tiny detail could completely change who you think would win. When it comes to the laws of the wild, things seem pretty straightforward. Strength means survival, stealth means safety, and size usually tips the scales in your favor. But every so often, nature throws us a curveball, an animal that simply refuses to play by those rules. And today, our wild card is the honey badger. On one side of the ring, we've got the leopard, the silent assassin of the African wilderness. It moves like a shadow, strikes with pinpoint precision, and is built to kill quickly and cleanly. Muscular, calculated, and every inch the perfect predator. On the other side, the honey badger. Small, stubborn, and absolutely fearless. It's like nature crammed the heart of a lion, the persistence of a marathon runner, and the temper of a rock star into a body about the size of a cocker spaniel. And when it's cornered, it fights like it's got nothing to lose and everything to prove. So what happens when these two cross paths? Can raw power overpower raw defiance? Or could this undersized brawler pull off the upset of the century? This isn't just a what-if matchup. It's a real clash of survival strategies. And to figure out who'd win, we've got to break down everything from their size and weapons to their diet, hunting style, and fighting tactics. All right, let's dive in. At first glance, the size mismatch between these two is almost laughable. Standing side by side, it's like comparing a professional bodybuilder to a wiry street fighter. The leopard is the embodiment of feline grace and lethal agility. A full-grown male can weigh up to 200 pounds, stretching over 6 feet from nose to tail. Its muscles ripple under a coat of golden yellow fur, patterned with black rosettes, markings so perfect it's as if an artist spent years painting them by hand. Those rosettes aren't just for show, they're camouflage, helping the leopard melt into the dappled light of forests and savannas, vanishing before your eyes even if it's just a few feet away. The leopard's eyes are something else entirely, piercing, alert, and calculating. One look and you get the feeling it already knows what you're about to do next. Its retractable claws, curved and razor sharp, are built for gripping prey and climbing with ease. And when you combine that with teeth designed to pierce and crush in a single bite, you're looking at an apex predator honed by millions of years of evolution to be as close to a perfect killer as nature allows. Now shift your eyes to the honey badger. At just around 30 pounds, it's low to the ground, with the body shaped more like a tank than a sprinter. Its legs are short but muscular, built for digging, grappling, and holding its ground no matter what's in front of it. Covering this compact powerhouse is one of nature's most underrated armors, a hide so thick and tough that it can withstand snake bites, porcupine quills, and even the claws and teeth of much larger predators. And here's the kicker: that skin is loose. Loose enough that if something grabs the honey badger, it can twist and bite back even while still in its attacker's grasp. The coloration is bold, almost like a warning sign. Black on the lower half, silver white across the top, running from its forehead to the base of its tail. It's a natural "don't mess with me" flag flying across the African plains. Its front claws are long, curved, and incredibly strong, perfect for tearing into the ground in search of prey, or tearing into anything foolish enough to threaten it. And then there's the attitude. Behind that dark, almost mischievous face is a creature that doesn't seem to know it's small. In its mind, it's the most dangerous thing in the savannah. When you put them side by side, it really is a David versus Goliath situation. But in the wild, size isn't always the deciding factor. Sometimes survival comes down to mindset. And when it comes to sheer, unshakable confidence, the honey badger could give lessons to just about anyone. Let's talk about where these two actually live, because even though they look like completely different types of predators, they often end up sharing the same wild address. Both the leopard and the honey badger call vast stretches of sub-Saharan Africa home. That means they could bump into each other just about anywhere, from the scorching edges of the Kalahari Desert to the lush, tangled rainforests of Central Africa and across the rolling golden grasslands of the Serengeti. It's like they both got the same memo about where the best hunting grounds are. The leopard is the ultimate real estate expert of the animal kingdom. It doesn't matter if it's the dry savanna, dense forest, rocky highlands, or even mountain slopes. It can adapt to almost any environment. Its secret weapon, versatility. Leopards are masters of disappearing into their surroundings. They can slip through tall grass without making a sound, vanish into thick brush, or leap into trees and climb them like it's nothing. And those trees aren't just for napping in the shade. They're also the perfect place to stash a fresh kill, safely out of reach from scavengers like hyenas and lions. The honey badger, on the other hand, is less about stealthy hiding spots and more about, let's call it, reckless wandering. This little daredevil roams wherever it pleases. Deserts, woodlands, open plains, even farmlands. It digs burrows for shelter, forages for food across miles of terrain, and often strays into places that other animals would avoid. Where a leopard might slink away from trouble, a honey badger is more likely to march right into it like, "Oh, is this your territory? That's cute. I'm just gonna dig here anyway." What really binds them together in the same landscapes is the hunt. Both are opportunists, ready to pounce, or in the badger's case, bulldoze, at the first sign of a meal. and every now and then their hunting paths cross. When that happens, the air gets tense. The leopard, usually calm and calculating, knows this isn't just some easy target, and the honey badger, well, it sees the leopard as just another challenge to add to its list of things I've fought and survived. These chance encounters don't happen every day, but when they do, they can be explosive. A mix of speed and precision, clashing with brute force and an iron will. And knowing how each of them eats, it's no surprise they end up fighting over the same prize from time to time. All right, let's sink our teeth into the part every predator lives for: food. Because if there's one thing that can make a leopard break its silence, or a honey badger throw itself into danger, it's the promise of a meal. Leopards are the ultimate solo hunters. They're not team players like lions, and they're not chasers like cheetahs. They're patient assassins. They spend hours stalking their prey, melting into the background until the moment is just right. Then, boom, an explosion of muscle and precision. They strike fast, going for the neck or throat, cutting off the prey's air in seconds. It's over before the animal even knows what hit it. Their diet, almost entirely meat. They're obligate carnivores through and through. Think medium-sized antelopes like impalas and gazelles, young wildebeests and warthogs. But leopards aren't picky. If it moves and they can catch it, it's on the menu. They'll take monkeys, birds, porcupines, even fish if the opportunity comes up. And here's the part that always impresses me. After the kill, they use those massive neck and shoulder muscles to drag the carcass, sometimes heavier than themselves, up into a tree. That's not just showing off, it's smart. It keeps the prize away from hungry hyenas, lions, and even opportunistic honey badgers. Now, honey badgers, they have a completely different approach to eating. They're the definition of if it fits in my mouth, it's food. They're omnivores, which means they'll eat meat, plants, insects, basically whatever they can get their claws on. And unlike the leopard's stealthy precision, the honey badger's hunting style is all about boldness and brute force. Small mammals, they'll dig them out of burrows. Birds, they'll chase them into bushes. Eggs, they'll raid nests without hesitation. Beehives, oh yes, they'll rip them apart for honey and larvae, tanking bee stings like they're nothing. But perhaps the most jaw-dropping part of the honey badger's menu is its love for venomous snakes. Cobras, puff adders, even black mambas. These snakes that terrify most of Africa's wildlife are just dinner to a honey badger. And the craziest thing? Even if they get bitten and collapse for a few minutes, they'll wake up, shake it off, and go right back to eating the snake that just tried to kill them. So here's where the potential conflict comes in. Both of these predators are opportunists. Both will take whatever meal presents itself. And if they happen to want the same meal at the same time, well, that's when claws, teeth, and pure attitude decide who eats first. Out in the wild, personality can be just as important as physical power. And this is where the leopard and the honey badger couldn't be more different. The leopard is the master of silence and solitude. It doesn't need a pack. It doesn't need backup. It's a one-animal army. Every move is deliberate, every step measured. It can spend hours hidden in tall grass or lying across a tree branch, its golden coat blending perfectly with the shadows, just watching. It studies the rhythm of its prey, when they drink, when they graze, when they stop paying attention, and waits for that one tiny mistake. Then, without a sound, it closes the distance and strikes with surgical precision. In a leopard's world, patience isn't just a virtue, it's a deadly weapon. The honey badger, yeah, patience is not its thing. If the leopard is a chess master, the honey badger is a bar-room brawler who flips the table before the game even starts. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It creates the moment by charging right into trouble. And here's the thing, it's not bluffing. This little tank has been documented attacking lions, hyenas, and yes, even leopards. When threatened, the honey badger transforms into a whirlwind of teeth and claws. It growls, hisses, and lunges straight for the most vulnerable spots, the face, the underbelly, and if you're unlucky, the groin. Its movements are unpredictable, almost chaotic, but there's intelligence in the madness. It knows exactly where to strike to cause maximum pain and confusion. And this is where the leopard faces a tough decision. It might be faster, stronger, and bigger, but it also knows that one bad injury could mean starvation. Leopards don't have the luxury of taking reckless risks, so when faced with a honey badger that refuses to back down, many leopards choose to walk away, not because they can't win, but because the win might cost them more than it's worth. Still, every now and then, one decides to push its luck, and that's when things get interesting. All right, let's set the scene. No distractions, no escape routes, just one leopard and one honey badger in a face-to-face showdown. The leopard stands tall, muscles tight under its golden spotted coat, tail swishing slowly like a loaded spring. Its eyes are locked on the smaller figure in front of it, scanning, calculating. One clean bite to the neck, that's all it would take. But the leopard's ears twitch. It knows this isn't going to be just another easy kill. The honey badger, low to the ground, claws spread wide, looks almost relaxed. But that's the trick. Its dark eyes are fixed on the leopard, unblinking. Its body sways ever so slightly, like it's already plotting its first strike, and then, without warning, it charges, fast, low, straight toward danger. The leopard reacts instantly, slashing with a paw, claws raking the air. But the honey badger's loose, armored skin lets it twist inside the blow, avoiding real damage. In a flash, It's at the leopard's front legs, teeth snapping for the soft paw pads. The leopard snarls and strikes again, this time catching the badger's side, but it's like trying to bite through a tire. The badger counters by going for the underbelly, the groin, the face. Anywhere the leopard's power doesn't count for much. It's not graceful, but it's brutally effective. Blood starts to show, and the leopard's ears flatten. The honey badger's growls are constant now, a wall of sound meant to rattle its opponent's nerves. The leopard knows it can end this, but it has to land that perfect bite. The problem? The honey badger's never still long enough to give it the chance. Every time the leopard lunges, the badger twists, bites, and shreds. In most fights like this, the leopard would still be the likely winner. One good strike to the neck, one crushing bite to the skull, and it's over. But honey badgers don't fight like they're trying to win on points. They fight like they're trying to make their opponent quit. And sometimes that works. A confused, bleeding leopard might decide it's simply not worth the risk. So who wins? 9 times out of 10, the leopard walks away with the victory, but maybe with a limp, a scar, or a story to tell. That 10th time? That's when the honey badger lands the perfect bite. The leopard hesitates for just a second too long, and the little underdog walks away with its legend. In the wild, survival isn't just about strength or speed. Sometimes it's about being just crazy enough to never give up. And if there's one thing the honey badger has in endless supply, it's exactly that. So there you have it. The sleek, strategic leopard versus the scrappy, unshakable honey badger. 2 completely different survival styles, both perfectly adapted to the chaos of the African wilderness. One relies on patience, power, and precision. The other, pure stubbornness, fearlessness, and a willingness to take a beating just to keep fighting. Now I want to hear from you. If you were out there in the savannah watching this showdown unfold, who would you put your money on? Would you side with the leopard's raw power and killer instinct? Or are you betting on the honey badger's insane durability and never quit attitude? Drop your answer in the comments, because honestly, in nature, nothing is ever 100% certain. And those unpredictable moments, those are the ones that turn into legends. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the wild's craziest matchups, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the Super Stubborn Animal channel, and ring the bell so you never miss our next animal face-off. We've got plenty more wild, jaw-dropping battles coming your way, and trust me, you won't want to miss them. Until next time, stay curious, stay wild, and remember, in nature, even the smallest fighter can change the ending of the story.